asking, under asking, holding offers. Is that still a thing? Bidding wars, multiple offers. Do you think they are back? Because we're gonna be talking about that. What can you actually do to prepare yourself right now when you're submitting an offer? SOBP, what does that actually mean? All things covered today. So welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm Carrie Brockhurst and I'm a real estate agent here in Peterborough, Ontario. I get texts, calls, emails from people just like yourself watching this video. If you have questions, concerns, you're relocating to Peterborough or the surrounding area, feel free to reach out. I'm here. Also, if you like what I'm saying, consider like and subscribing because I will keep you up to date on what is happening in Peterborough and the surrounding area. I'm gonna get into the stats right now. So these stats I'm gonna be showing you are actually from the previous month. We are going to look at the county and then kind of the micro markets because that is actually what's so important. If you're selling or buying a home in, say, the Cavan, Millbrook area, you wanna look at that area. You don't actually wanna look at the Peterborough County because all of those stats are taking everything into consideration. So I am gonna screen share my information here for you. We are gonna be looking at Peterborough County. So all of those micro markets are built into this data. So right here you can see, which is quite important, the average days on market. So that means how long a home is actually sitting on the market right now. The current list to sale price is 97%. So that means that it is going under asking still. Not all, but that's the whole county as an average. And then another thing that is quite important on this list, prices in the county. So 2021, you can see 2022 and 2023. So the trend here in 2021, we all know what was happening. The market was going crazy with COVID prices. You can see January, it was $830,000, the average sale price of a home in the county, and it progressively went down. January, it was $707,000. And then as we continue over the months, January, February, and March, we're now up to almost COVID prices. So we're at $795,906 is the average sale price in the whole Peterborough County. Now keep in mind that is Norwood, Selwyn, Ontonabe, Cavan Monaghan. So the county is great to look at, but it's super important to look at all those micro markets if you're planning on moving into the area. That's what we're gonna look at. This data is your micro markets. We have Trent Lakes. You can see there was 21 active listings, only 11 sales. So the average sale price was around $771. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about all of them, but we're just gonna slowly go through it. Just so you know, that was 186 listings. I do want to point here, Kawartha Lakes, there is quite large. So you had 70 sales, 197 active listings. The average sale price was $731. So that data is pretty accurate, but look at last year. It was 898,000. Average days on market right now is 43. Also, if I'm going too fast for you, feel free to pause the video and you can look at the stats. What are houses actually selling for? Are they being listed a little bit lower to go over asking? Are they getting asking price, under asking? What is actually happening? So right now, houses are being sold for more than what they are listed for sometimes. What I mean by that, right now, it seems the sweet spot is anywhere between the 5 and 7 mark, and houses are going for asking a little bit below, like the data suggests, or they actually are going way above. So if the house is actually priced a little bit below asking, you're getting yourself into multiple offers, bidding wars again. A house is priced appropriately in that sweet spot, it's gone quick. And I think that's actually due to interest rates being, I guess, on pause, or we know they're not going back up. So I feel like buyers are kind of coming out of hiding and feeling a little bit more comfortable when they're putting in their offers. Here's some examples of homes in the area that actually went for over asking, for asking, a little bit under asking. If a house is going under asking, most likely or more often than not, it's above that 700 range because it takes a certain amount of income to afford those 8+ or higher homes. So if you're seeing $1 million home, very rare is it actually going and bidding wars. It just might, because it might be listed a little bit below asking. However, you might be getting asking price or just below. The sweet spot between 5 and 7 right now. Multiple offers and bidding wars are back. It's not a thing of the past, unfortunately. Most houses are being priced a bit lower nowadays and doing something called a 24-hour or 48-hour irrevocable. What that actually means is that the seller will not look at an offer until that time frame. Why would anyone do this? Well, this will actually allow more people to bring an offer to the table, which is, as a seller, you want. This is also best practice for everyone involved. Another thing that people might be doing is holding offers again for that week. Now, if you're someone that lives out of town, you're in the GTA, and you're moving to the city of Peterborough, the Peterborough County, I mean, this is beneficial for you because most people work 9 to 5. Well, this will actually allow you to get here on the weekend, look at the home, think about it, and not have to make a crazy emotional decision. It's a lot of money, and you can't just like snap your fingers and know for sure if you're gonna love the home. And like I said, you put that offer in, it must have the 24-hour or 48-hour irrevocable, which will allow time, unfortunately, for another buyer to possibly see the home, submit an offer, and now you're in multiple offers or bidding wars. That's it. You're in multiple offers, you're in a bidding war, and you wonder, what's the best thing I can do to juice it up? You want that seller to pick you. One thing I highly recommend is be confident. And by confident, I mean, have your ducks in a row, know your financing is secure. You do not have to worry about losing this house because you've done your homework. I have seen a condition for financing that was 2 days. They knew their financing was going through and they had no problem doing a 2-day financing. Well, what do you mean, Carrie? Be prepared. What if I don't actually get the home? I know you may not get the home, but if you do, you want to be ready and don't tie up that home for a long amount of time. So have that home inspector on speed dial. Call them and say, hey, just wondering if I get this home, what's the soonest I can actually get you to that property? You then will know the time frame. Hopefully he's a nice person or she's a nice person. That way you don't hold up the house. So be prepared for that. Last, but definitely not least, SOBP. So that means sale of buyer's property. It's something we're not seeing very often in a condition anymore because, well, frankly, if I see it and I'm on the selling side, even if that house is $20,000 over asking, I still caution my sellers. And let me explain to you why. SOBP means that house does not go firm until that buyer's house actually sells. If that buyer's house doesn't sell, well then it's back on the market. I have seen properties tied up for months. So yes, you may get an offer that is $50,000 over asking. As a real estate agent, I need to always caution my sellers for that. So how can you actually prepare yourself for this? You're saying, Carrie, I have a home, I gotta sell it. It needs to be conditional on the sale of my home. What if I don't actually have a house? I will be living on the streets. Hold up, it's not gonna be that dramatic. My recommendation to you, if you are downsizing, I would recommend selling your home first. More often than not, it's not gonna be in that sweet spot of the $500,000 to $700,000. and it might take a little bit longer for you to sell. This way, you're not feeling panicked and having to accept a lower offer. So if you're actually upsizing, I would recommend finding your dream home first. It may be a little bit trickier, so I don't want you to have to feel pressured to just buy a home because now you've sold your home. Like I said a million times already in this video, 5 to 7 is your sweet spot. It's gonna sell. Your house is most likely going to sell, mind you, if it's priced appropriately. So to recap, if you are downsizing, sell your home first. If you're upsizing, buy your home first. Make sense? Comment below in these if you have any questions or concerns. Send me an email. So to summarize, real estate is happening right now in the spring market. Prices are up, things are selling. You have to price your house appropriately. You may not have those crazy high prices we once had a few months ago, but things are moving, prices are going up, buyers are back. If you can remove an SOBP from an offer, it will look more appealing. If you have questions, concerns, you need help relocating, please reach out. If you want to chat real estate, you want to chat, I don't know, lip gloss, call me. I'm here for you, and I will see you next time. Ciao. Bye.